dude. You look like good. Fantastic.
Oh God.
You look like Billy Mays, dude. That's for you. That you got
Hi,
the
I'm Billy
Mays look.
Mays here.
Welcome to
Billy
Basement
Mays
Birds
had
with
hair.
Billy Mays and Logan. Did he? I thought Billy
Yeah.
Mays was bald.
No, Billy Mays had a full head of hair.
Okay, well, that was
There
close.
Wasn't there a guy from that was pitching stuff that was bald though? I don't know.
That's not Phil Swift, right? Phil Swift is.
No, Phil Swift also has hair. I don't know. I'm like Vin Diesel.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Basement Birds. Keen
Yes.
viewers of the podcast, keen listeners and viewers, more so viewers, will notice something's different.
Yeah.
And you know what that is? I got a haircut.
Logan's wearing a Bass Pro hat.
No, Reed's in a different spot.
Yeah. Look at this.
What the heck is going on there?
Yeah.
All right, Vanna White, look out.
Yeah, I can just wait. I have wood floors now, so watch. I can just.
Wow.
That barely worked. I went a little bit to the left and ran into my desk, which wasn't ideal. But yeah, I'm so mobile now, on these wood floors. But yes, I'm in a new location. I moved, which is great.
So, did you move to the... Why did you move?
I moved for a new job, which we can talk about in a later episode. How about?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I moved for a new job. I moved from Pennsylvania to upstate New York.
Oh, wow.
Here we are.
New Yorker.
New Yorker. Yeah.
My Brooklyn accent is not very good.
That's okay.
New York.
I'm still about 4.5 hours from the city. But
okay.
I like it
what
so
else
far.
is? I mean, is there anything? I mean, I don't know anything other than New York City going on in New York. Is it just corn or what's going on in there?
Corn? No.
Yeah.
No, we're near the Adirondack Mountains, which are very pretty. So I went from the Allegheny Mountains to the Adirondack Mountains, which are cool.
The who? What now? The
Adirondacks. The Adirondacks. Look them up.
Adirondack. I don't know. Outback is where I get my steak at, but I don't
Outback,
know.
like the steakhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adirondack Mountains. They're a massive
Adirondack.
mountains.
That doesn't sound like a real mountain. That sounds like something you just made up.
Oh, they're very real mountains. They're
Okay.
part of. I don't think they're part of the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know. I don't know my mountains. I don't know.
Okay. And so you live on a mountain.
I don't live on a mountain. No, we are near. We are near.
Are you living with someone?
No, I'm living solo. I am close to the Adirondack Mountains. Yes.
Okay. And do you have? Is there a Buc-ee's by you? Is that something that's in New York?
I don't. Nope. Buc-ee's is not in New York. No. I'm still learning to. I'm still trying to decipher what the go-to gas station is around here, because back in Pennsylvania we had Sheetz, which is like every corner you turn there was a Sheetz location.
Oh, I have Sheetz on my bed.
So do I. Good one. Jeez. And now I don't have that. So like I don't have my go-to gas station anymore, which is weird and like something I need to like learn again. I have to learn like a whole new routine kind of.
Do you use the Upside app?
No, what is that? I've never heard of that.
You should use the Upside app. You can get cash back for different gas stations. It'll show you
okay. Yeah, I see this.
This
now.
is not a plug for Upside, but Nicole and I both use Upside. What?
Are we sure?
Well, I mean, I have like $50 in my Upside account that I have yet to claim. So
yeah, there are a couple near me.
Various,
4 cents a gallon, 16% if I do.
And it changes. It changes. So
interesting.
Right before you get gas, you go and look on it, and then you got to claim it before you get the gas, and then you can either attach a card, which I have done, or it'll make you. It will make you scan the receipt. So one of the two.
Interesting.
Depends on the gas station. But
so my question is, and then we can get back to the move, where does Upside get their money from?
I forget where I used to know. I've been using it for a long time since probably almost 10 years now since I
Whoa.
basically almost graduated from high school. In like the 2016, 2017 it was big, like heavily advertised in the Chicagoland area on the radio. And so I heard all these
Interesting.
ads
Okay.
for it. And so
Yeah.
if you're going to sign up for it, use my code and you'll get 20 cents. Well, but no, no, no. You'll get 20 cents off a gallon for your first fill up with it, and
Okay.
I will also
Okay.
get 20 cents off a gallon. And then every
So,
time you use it, then I
yeah.
will get an extra bonus.
Okay. Well, the unfortunate news is that there's a gas station literally right down the street from me, and it is not on this app, so I probably won't get
It
this.
it
But
changes though. It changes.
oh, okay, okay. So here's a question for you. How much are your total like? I'm on their website and it shows like lifetime earnings. What are your lifetime earnings for this?
Um, Let me see. I can't even find the app now.
This is very interesting.
I've been going to Costco since we moved by Costco. Costco
Okay.
has been having better gas deals than the Upside app. But I mean,
Oh, wow.
I mean, probably
That's big.
60, $70, and I haven't been I was real heavy into using it at first, and like
Mm-hmm.
the past pretty much since COVID, I really haven't used it too much. But
I
Nicole
see.
uses it a lot,
Okay,
um,
interesting.
and so, but like I said, I tend to stick with the Costco gas.
Yeah.
71.32 is how much I've earned lifetime, and I've never cashed out, but Nicole has. So you can get you
Oh,
can get
okay,
a
I
gift
see. I
card,
gotcha.
you can get it transferred directly to your bank account.
Okay.
Um, there's a whole bunch of different options, and so, but like also
Interesting.
Jimmy John's is on here, Domino's is on here. You get 25. I mean,
Okay, so more
25%
restaurants and
cash
stuff.
back
Huh.
is a big. I mean, that's a big cash back.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So,
That's crazy.
but yeah, use Upside.
Use Upside, I guess. Yeah. That's what Logan says. So
My
anyway.
invite code is 3KWG2.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. 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 Jeez.
3KWG2. If you sign up for Upside, you get 20 cents off a gallon. All right.
Anyway, so back to the move. We left. We're recording this on July 3rd. Happy 4th of July, everyone, of course.
Dun, 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 dun,
Something like that. So we left Pennsylvania on the 30th. My parents got in the 27th. Helped me pack up my apartment, get the truck loaded up. Oh my gosh, do I have the story for you too?
Oh boy.
So, where I was previously living was about 2 hours east of Pittsburgh. This will become
Right.
relevant. Okay.
Yes.
So, we were scheduled to get the U-Haul truck that we were using on Sunday the 29th at 10 o'clock in the morning from this place about 5 minutes from where I used to live. Nice and easy, right? Okay.
You don't get to drink water while you're telling a story.
Sorry, I was thirsty. Get a call from U-Haul around 9:20 that day because they say that you can get there an hour before and you can still pick up your truck. So I'm like, all right, great, we're ready to go. We'll just go get the truck. So get a call from U-Haul and they're like, hey, the reservation that has the truck we were going to give you hasn't showed up yet, and we cannot get in contact with them. So we are trying to find a truck. So I'm like, okay, that's not ideal. So, we end up running some other errands we need to do. Get another call from U-Haul, and it's the person from the local place. They're like, hey, so we still haven't heard back from them, but we have another truck that is here. And then they give us this new location, which is about 2 hours away by Pittsburgh. Okay? And I obviously
Okay.
do not want to drive 2 hours to get a truck. Right?
Yeah, what?
That's insane. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work because, we're going to be packing today, and I can't take 4 hours from a movie day to get the truck. And they're like, well, that's all we got for you. And I'm like, well, you better find another truck because this isn't my problem. I told you that I had this reservation for the last 2 weeks when I booked it, and now you don't have a truck for me. That shouldn't be on me to figure this out,
Right. Yeah.
So then I get off the phone with that woman, or while I'm on the phone with that person, I get a voicemail from someone from U-Haul corporate because U-Haul has this whole truck relocation finding team that they deploy, to help find trucks and stuff for people, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember what they called it, but they're like, I just imagine this big room of dispatchers, and they're like, all right, we need a 20-footer here. We have one, and they have this big map of all the trucks in the country. Definitely not how it works. But they're like, but I get a voicemail from them, so I call them, and they're like, yeah, we're trying to find a truck for you. And they ended up finding one about 45 minutes away from where I was at, which was fine, which was like a lot better obviously than the 2 hours. So I'm like, all right, it's going to delay us a little bit.
They better give you
whatever.
a deal on this truck.
So that's the thing. So when I was talking to the local person, I'm like, hey, can we get like a discount or something? Because like this is an inconvenience. She's like, well, you need to talk to the local people when you go pick up the truck. I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I get this call from this corporate woman, and she's like, yeah, what I'll do for you is I'll give you extra miles, I'll add on an extra day, and I'll give you $40 off. And I'm like, how did it go from a truck 2 hours away and not able to do a discount to a truck 45 minutes away and a $40 discount? Like, this truck magically appeared, okay? So we get there. We get to the U-Haul. Pull into this, it's like a auto parts shop that also is contracted to do U-Haul stuff, essentially. Get the truck, go through the process on my phone to get the truck, which took way too long because it's like upload photos, add additional drivers, even though I did that when I booked the truck. And then it was taking forever to load. And then there was this thing where it had to verify essentially that I was a real person, and I had to put down 2 points of contact that they would call and verify that I was real. And to my knowledge, like even now, I don't think either of those people got a phone call or any communication from U-Haul. So I don't know what that was about. So after about 20 minutes of rigmarole,
they have a chronic bot.
I don't know.
Bots
That's
trying
the thing.
to rent U-Haul trucks or what?
I wish I knew how this service works. But neither of those people got called. I put down my aunt and a friend from back in Pennsylvania, and neither of them got called by U-Haul. So I don't know what happened there. Okay, so after like 20 minutes of rigmarole, we finally have the truck. My dad was going to drive the truck because I was going to drive my car. My brother was going to ride along with me, and then my parents were going to drive the truck. So we finally get the truck. We take it home. And then we just had to load it up. And loading took a lot less time than I expected, which was good. We had a very good system. And then the next day, or on the 30th, then we drove the 5.5 hours from Pennsylvania to New York. It was quite the haul, a long day, but I was very glad that I wasn't driving in the truck. And then we got in here. We left Pennsylvania probably around 10:30 in the morning, got into here right around 5:30 because we made a lunch stop and things like that. And we finally got here. We were able to unpack. I was able to sign my lease, get locked in on the apartment, and now we're good to go. And the last 3 days have just been unpacking and running to the grocery store and running errands to get everything situated. But I have my desk set up, and I have the rest of the apartment set up, and it's livable, which is good. It's a very good feeling.
Yeah. And I mean, that's not the first time you've had a major move like that, though.
Correct.
So.
This one was different. When I moved out to Pennsylvania straight out of college, I didn't have any furniture or anything to bring with me. So I was moving we shipped out a couple boxes ahead of time to my new place in Pennsylvania, and then I drove the rest of it out in my car. We all made it fit somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how we made it all fit. But I didn't have any furniture, so I bought all my furniture in Pennsylvania. This was my first time moving with furniture and needing to have a moving truck size worth of stuff. And I forgot this part of the U-Haul thing. We booked a 15-foot truck, and they called me a week before, and they're like, hey, we don't have any 15-foot trucks available. We have to give you a 20-footer, but we'll give you it for the same price. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. More truck for the same price, whatever. And then of course they almost didn't have a 20-footer either, but we figured it all out. But this was my first time moving with a lot of stuff, and I'm very glad my brother was there because he kind of he kind of ran the loading of the truck, which was good because I don't know how to load a moving truck, and he somehow did, even though he's also never moved with a moving truck.
Your brother strikes me as the kind of guy who's very analytical and could be yes. A big fan of Tetris. He'd be very good at
he works
organizing,
in accounting, so he's good with that stuff, So he helped load the truck, had some friends come over to help load, had my family, of course, but he was in charge of wrapping the furniture because we got those moving blankets for stuffing and everything in the truck. So that went very well. Got everything unloaded in here. Getting the couch in here was interesting because my new place is a second floor apartment, but I'm not living in an apartment complex anymore. I'm living in a multi apartment house essentially. So it's a larger house, and there's 4 different units in it.
Okay.
So it's not a big complex anymore. It's it's like a multifamily home, essentially.
Right.
But my apartment is the second floor, and you go through a door, go through a door like here, and then you go upstairs, and then you go boop into the apartment. So we had to maneuver my couch around 2 turns, and we had to end up taking the feet off, which was quite fun. But that was the last thing to come in. Pivot, exactly. We're like, don't hit it. Well, my dad at one point was like, do we need to take the railing off the wall? And I'm like, what do you mean take the railing off the wall? He's like, oh, we can just screw it back on. I'm like, we don't need to take the railing off the wall. We can figure it out, hopefully. And luckily we did. So we got everything in, got everything situated. It was very crazy seeing this go from emptiness on the 30th to pretty much being fully set up pretty much as of yesterday. We had like one more thing to get from Target today, and then it was fully set up. Just waiting on, getting rid of my dining room table because there's not really room for it. But we made it. And I'm very happy to be here, and I'm glad to just be settled in and to be able to, find a routine because, when you're planning a move, your routine goes out the window because you're calling the movers, you're looking for a place to live, you're picking up stuff, you're getting packing materials, you're starting to pack, half of your clothes are packed away, and then you realize that you need something that you packed away. I realized halfway through packing that my dresser was already packed up, and that had my pajamas in it. So I had to sleep in shorts and underwear, which was not great, for a couple days, which was not ideal.
Yeah.
But, just things you don't think about, because I haven't made a move like this before, but now I know this for the next time I need to do it.
Well, so you signed the lease when you got there.
Yeah.
What were you going to do if you told them you want the apartment, obviously, but what if you got there and looked at it and you were like, this is not it?
Good question. So I did my research on the place I was looking at and did virtual tours of places. So I did a virtual tour of this place. So it wasn't fully sight unseen. Did a virtual tour, met the landlord.
What is a virtual tour? What does that consist of?
It was just like a Zoom call with the landlord. Yeah, like showing you around the place, and I got to ask my questions, and I actually got to talk to them, and make sure they were a real person, essentially. So that helped a lot, and that way, I could have them get dimensions for stuff, so I knew how large the living area would be, and kind of game plan where stuff would be before committing to a place to live, which helped out a lot.
So, but then, did you tell them that you wanted it before you got there?
Yeah,
or what if they just gave it to someone else?
No, okay, so see what happened. I toured this place I think I did the virtual tour on a Wednesday. I told them that I wanted it the next day, because up to that point, I really hadn't had any, really, really great places that I wanted that were, good price-wise and also what I wanted. So I told them I wanted it, and then I sent them a security deposit to lock it in, essentially. So I sent them the security deposit over Zelle, and that locked me in. And then I just got here, I had to put pen to paper, and then we were good to go.
So is this a dude that owns it, or is it a company?
I think. Well, my landlord's a woman.
Okay.
And they have their rental property organized under an LLC, essentially, for their private landlordship. Yeah. So I can vet that stuff as well to make sure it was legit. It wasn't someone from Craigslist. I found this place on apartments.com. It wasn't the back corner of Craigslist.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my little house to live in. It was it was a lot more official and a legit process than it sounds like. But it was just something different for me because I had lived in a complex before, and complex living is a lot different than renting from private landlords. So that was a fun process to learn as well. But I like it so far. It worked out well.
I just picture you mailing in one of those cards from Inquirer magazine, being "Oh, apartment available for rent," and you're just
the place.
"Okay."
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like a virtual version of that because I found the place on apartments.com. And the nice thing about those sites like that and Zillow is that you can pay you pay $30, but then you get unlimited or you get 10 applications within a 30-day window for application fees and stuff. So I applied for it, and then they reach out to you. They'll call you and they'll be like, "Hey, are you interested?" And then you talk to them on the phone, figure out everything out, and then you're good to go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's applying for a job, kind of. I don't know. I've never had to interview to have a place to live.
It's not really an interview. The rental application is just a lot of info about yourself, like where you're moving from. It asks your social information because they run a credit check on you and do background checking, which I think apartments.com and Zillow handles all that, and then they just give the output to the landlord or the person that is renting.
I didn't know
which is
that.
Interesting. And then they do that. They do they ask for your income status, your employment status, things like that. pets, how many cars you have, anything else may be relevant to renting, essentially. And then that's all sent to the landlord, and they're like, ding, Reed's interested in your apartment. And then you have an option to reach out to them.
Do they say ding out loud, or is that like a little light bulb appears above their head, or what?
I think they do. I think they do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that sounds like quite the harrowing tale of moving semi across the country.
From the time when I found out that I got the new job, which was, let me find out when that would have been. I got the call that I got this new job on June 2nd, and I moved in here at June 30th. That was 4 weeks' time, and it felt like I had so much time and no time at the same time,
Whirlwind.
Yeah, because you're like, oh wow, this is great, new opportunity, really excited. But it's like, oh crap, now I need to find a place to live. I need to find out how to get all my stuff there. I need to, get out of my current lease. I need to, I still need to work on transferring over like car insurance, new driver's license for this state, new registration for my car. Got to figure out all that, So there's a lot more moving steps that need to be done. But we're here, and that's a good start.
Yeah, I'll just stay in Illinois. I'm never leaving, dude. I'm never leaving. That's way too much work. I can't handle that. But that's cool, man. I'm excited for you. Look forward to hearing about the new job, maybe on future episodes. So
yeah, we can talk about it eventually.
But for now, I think we can move on to odd news.
We sure can. We sure can. You want to lead us off? I've done enough talking this episode.
Yeah, dude, you got to rest your pipes.
Yes, let me get more of my water. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Massachusetts police used crackers to capture a loose pig. Now, if that's not a interesting title, news headline, I don't know what is. So
that is a good one.
This takes us to the town of Orleans in Massachusetts, where the Orleans police...
Pause. Just Orleans?
Not New Orleans. Yeah, this is Old Orleans. This is not New Orleans.
Interesting.
So this is the town of Orleans. The Orleans Police Department said on social media that the pig named Poo-ah, P-O-O-A-H, Poo-ah, had ham bushed in its pen and taken itself on a self-guided tour of Orleans. So I don't know what that means, but
I still can't get over the name of this town.
Orleans. Poo-ah is kind of giving himself a self-guided tour. Officers responded to the scene and engaged in the porcine perpetrator in a brief hoof pursuit. So that, I mean, I think they're trying a little too hard here in this article.
There's a lot going on here with these puns. Yeah. Holy.
There is a TikTok video of what appears to be the officer talking about this. Oh my God, that is a big pig. Oh baby, that is a big boy. Oh my God, that is way bigger than I thought it was. Holy cow. That is like, wow. I don't even know what to describe that as. That is like the size, it almost looks like the size of a hay bale. That is a big piece of pork right there.
Let me find this the photo of this pig.
While you're doing that, Sergeant Cronin.
Oh, that is a good sized pig. Oh, he's a runner.
Oh yeah, the
this video of them chasing after him is hilarious. Sorry.
The pig showed some serious chops on the run, but Sergeant Cronin managed to persuade it to return home peacefully with some crackers. Gotta love the crackers. Oh God, another.
That's incredible.
The department said another picture perfect day. Okay, this is a cringy article. I apologize for that. The Old Orleans Police Department. There's a video on Facebook. Oh, I'm not signed into Facebook, but the Orleans Police Department, though, it seems very active on Facebook. So if you're looking for a solid follow,
the Orleans
Police Department, dude.
There you go.
Look out.
That's the recommendation of the day for Logan.
Yeah. 5 stars.
5 stars. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, mine isn't. Mine is not about a runaway animal. But this is about this is a 21-year-old woman who rowed across the Atlantic Ocean.
Rode? Like, what did she ride
Roads.
on?
Rowed a boat.
Oh, like row your boat gently
Yes.
down the stream?
Yes. This journey was 4,366 miles. They became the youngest person ever to do it, and they earned 3 world records.
Oh.
This person's name is Zara Lachlan. She set out from Portugal in a 24-foot boat and rowed 4,366 miles, or 3,794 nautical miles, to French Guiana, a trip lasting 97 days, 10 hours, and 20 minutes.
And she's how old? 21, you said?
21. She's the first female to row from across the Atlantic from Europe to South America, the youngest person to row solo across the Atlantic from Europe to South America, and the youngest person to row any ocean solo female. And she said she really
how
enjoyed
does
the whole
that
experience.
work?
I thought I'd be a lot more scared than I was. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Listen to this. Hold up. She said that she rowed for more than 17 hours on every day of her journey, never sleeping for more than 90 minutes at a time.
What?
And she ended by saying, that doesn't work for everyone, but I'm young and I know I can work off that amount of sleep.
What the heck? How, like, is she getting food supplies during this journey? Or did she bring
don't
100
know.
days worth of food on a 21-foot boat? And that seems more of a dinghy size to me, but...
Yeah, I have no idea.
What the heck was that?
Oh,
I don't
the
know.
door closed by me.
Oh.
I think it was my neighbor. I'm getting used to the new sounds of this new place too, which is, a learning process in and of itself.
Have you met any of the neighbors?
I have, yeah, they're very nice.
That's good.
Yes. Anyway,
That's good.
90s. You're a boat guy,
Yes.
but
captain
97
hat.
days in a boat?
Yeah.
Holy,
That's a long
insane.
time. That's a long time on a
Yeah.
boat. A 21-foot boat, that's the size of our boat, is 21 feet. And granted, so that's not, I said dinghy size, but that's slightly bigger than a dinghy.
Yeah.
Dinghies tend to be pretty small, but like a 21-foot boat, I mean, you're moving some serious boatage right there when you're rowing. So
Yeah.
I can imagine it was like easy. And second of all, like, we are careful when we take our boat onto Lake Michigan because those waves can get a little out of control.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the ocean, like those.
Yeah.
Talk about like a possibility of like flipping over.
Right? I don't know
That
about
is-
you, but like open ocean and open water terrifies me.
Yeah.
Like just like just looking out and not seeing land on water, terrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why
such a
I don't want to
terrifying
fly to
thing to me.
Hawaii. Like I don't know how I feel
Yeah.
about flying over water. Granted, you
Yeah.
can't see the water, but like what happens
Oh,
if
you
there's
can
an
see the water.
emergency?
You can see
Yeah.
the water.
That's
you
what
look
I'm
out and all
saying.
you see is water.
Thank you, Reid, for being honest. Because
Yeah.
everyone I talk, oh, you can't see the water.
No,
yeah,
you can see
can.
the water.
I know you can
absolutely
see the water.
water.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
What do you mean you can't see the water? What?
I
if you don't
know.
look out the window, you don't see the water. But
Dude.
yeah,
I know.
yeah, jeez.
So, oh
It's-
my gosh.
Yeah, going over water doesn't really, cause any issues for me. As someone that has flown to Hawaii, but just the thought of being on a boat and in water and not seeing any land around it is terrifying to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. I don't know. We've never gone to a point where we've been completely surrounded by water.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
I don't know if I've ever been on a boat where, I don't think I have, where that has been the case.
You've always seen land.
Yeah, we take the boat onto the river, and so honestly, if our boat like flipped over or something, you could just, I mean, the river's not that wide. You could swim to the side,
Oh,
you know.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I don't mess around with that, man. I'm always wearing the life jacket. People make fun of me, but I'm safe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm safe. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not
definitely.
going down into the river.
As someone who's admittedly not a great swimmer, wear a life jacket.
Yeah.
It doesn't it's not that difficult. Just wear a life jacket.
It's like wearing a safety belt, in the car. You wear your seat belt, you don't get a ticket, and you
Yep.
survive. You drive to
Yes.
survive.
Exactly.
It's like in the
Yep.
boat. You
Just like in
sail
the
to
boat.
survive.
Ooh, that's a good one. You sail to survive. That's a good one.
Oh, we'll survive. Hey, hey.
Oh gosh, maybe we need to wrap it up.
I think so, dude. I think we're both really tired. I've got to golf early tomorrow
Yeah.
on the 4th of
Ooh.
July.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So, we're
Are
also
we
having
excited for
people.
it?
We're having people over in the afternoon, so it's been a crazy week to try and get everything ready beforehand. Because I
Yeah.
knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything tomorrow. So I'm going to literally get up, go golf, come back, and I got to shower quick, and then people are coming over. So I got to
Nice.
get off, and actually I got to clean up a little bit. Then I got to go get my golf clubs ready, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So
There you go.
make sure you follow Basement Birds on all sorts of social media platforms. We've been killing it on social media, and I do have to
Yeah.
say, Reed,
Yes.
I do have to say,
Yep.
I do know what part of the chicken the wing comes from. I'm gonna put that out there. I know
That
where the
was
wing.
still
I was referring to.
Funniest thing I've ever heard.
I was referring to a boneless chicken wing. I was not.
Yeah,
I
okay,
didn't get it all out. I didn't get it all out, but TikTok agrees with you. It was pretty funny. It's one of our most well-performing
It was
TikToks that we've ever
hilarious.
posted. So
Yeah, it was so
if
good.
you haven't seen it, go check us out at Basement Birds on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and we'll be. I don't know how many quilps we'll get out of this one, but that's okay. We've been rocking.
Probably
rolling.
not as much, but we got plenty from the last episode.
Absolutely. So thanks for
Clips
listening,
galore.
and we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.